It's classic time, being late as usual, right?
No,
Zod time.
a wizard arrives exactly when he needs to. Yeah, that's what
Fucked it up.
I did.
Goes over, everybody. Nice knowing you. Unless you throw in some money, then we'll be going back live again, okay?
And welcome everybody to the Fandom Zone. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking. The man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in all of YouTube entertainment today, Mr. Zod. And welcome everybody to the Late Night Talks, where we're going to be talking shenanigans. We figured we'd go with an opening where we just kind of talk. And
Yeah. Where the fuck is everyone? There's like 4 people watching. They must all be like dead or something, because not a lot of people showed up in my stream earlier too. They're just like, oh, there's a few of them though. They know who they are. But then it was like, oh, then nobody was there. It was like, where the fuck you all
go? So let's get to who the fuck is here. We have Sean B. Hello. Lemon Pie. Hello. Perp. There's a link. Jump in. Jesus.
You know, Perp, he likes to troll us in the comments.
TLB 2.0. How are you? And welcome. Rebecca. Killy Chow. Good to see you, Killy. Jenny. What's up, Jenny?
He is running late. He said that in the...
And Planet Q's Queen. And there we go. We got some people filtering. Welcome, everybody. Husky. Shalena put this great in a tweet when I was going over it. And I said I was done talking about Disney, right? I was done with it. I've said what I had to say. And they're waiting for the gingerbread man. Hey, Tiffany. I said I was done with Disney, but tonight I'm going to give you guys several reasons why Disney are scumbags. And probably, I don't know, it's very close between who's worse, Warner Bros. And Disney, because everybody knows the Warner Bros. Situation. But Disney is downright maniacal in their practices and what they've been doing. And I've heard some spectacular stories, and because I do this show on Friday, I did not have the opportunity to address any of them. And I thought, I'll make a video, but then it'll take like 5 videos for me to cover everything that came out, because it's been a whole fucking week that I've missed. So I said, I'm just going to do some stuff on Disney to begin with, and then get to other more important and engaging topics that don't make my blood pressure boil. And people say to me, Zod, well, you could still watch this. And if you don't watch this, it doesn't matter to Disney. And that might not be, that might be true. But I feel dirty if I have something of theirs, and this has nothing to do with me playing their game, because that's owned by a third-party company. Disney has nothing to do with the gaming world. They've stated that several times. They actually liquidized their gaming division. So I want to bring up a couple of things. And now, look, some of this leans in the political thing, and I'm not going to cover exactly that, because my thing is believe whatever you want to believe. But it does feed into what's going on with the company and how people are being elevated / fired, depending on what views you tend to take. So the first thing I wanted to bring up was that there's a new Snow White coming out. And inherently, I knew they were going to change the character. And I really didn't care, because, Husky, how many times have we seen characters changed because they want to pander to a market?
Too many to count now.
This is what
I don't even know an exact fucking number at this point. There was a point where you said, oh, maybe it happened 2-3 times, but not anymore.
And thank you, Rebecca. I agree. And I want to pull up something, because it's very interesting. Now, whether you sided with Gina Carano or not, that's your personal opinion, whatever. Some people were offended for different reasons, whatever. But the way she got fired was what was questionable. And it was specifically stated by her hateful and negative tweets. Now, our new Disney princess, Snow White, who's going to be Latino now, which, hey, I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm perfectly fine with that change. She looks like Snow White. But what I'm not fine with
is what she said.
Because holy crap, folks, I got to bring this up for you. This comes from Data Racer, who had clipped these before the actress had a time to delete the tweets. So I'm going to share with you.
Her agent told her to shut the fuck up.
Yes. So Data Racer brings us some tweets. And the star, Rachel Zegler.
Oh, shit, pronouns.
Yeah. Not only does she has pronouns, and that's why she attacked Gina Carano. It wasn't about what she said, but she went after her. Oh, and she goes after Jeremy Renner, too, for no reason. She calls him all sorts of istophobes and stuff and says that they should make a transgendered Hawkeye so that they can get rid of that garbage fire. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll bring up that.
She's fucking, holy shit. She's like racist and sexist and.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is when you're not homophobic. Maybe it is homophobic still. I don't know. Oh, no, wait, she's not scared of gay people. You can't
now, keep in mind, Jeremy Renner has been in how many great movies by now, right? Not all of them were big box office hits, but people enjoyed them. Her claim to fame was the Steven Spielberg West Side Story film. You guys remember that? I know you don't. No one does because it was terrible. Nobody wanted a remake to that movie. She is set to play.
I didn't even know they remade it until you mentioned it.
Now, this is the first comment which she deleted. She said, "Yes, I am playing Snow White. No, I'm not bleaching my skin for the role." Now, that one, I'm going to give her a pass on that because that's kind of fucking funny. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I mean, that's just her just saying that she's not going to be fucking white-faced for the role.
For it. So that one I can give a pass to. People have highlighted it. I thought it was kind of hilarious, okay? But here's where it gets interesting. She said, "Can I be the new Hawkeye? Actually, I think new Hawkeye should be a trans woman of color to stick it to that racist, sexist."
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm pretty sure, and if anyone watched Endgame, it's supposed to go to his daughter. I say if you watch Endgame because that's what it was teasing.
Well, no, technically his daughter's not called Hawkeye though.
Yeah, but he's supposed the torch is supposed to be handed that way.
But let me continue because her comments get worse. She said, "I actually think the new Hawkeye should be a trans woman of color to stick it to that racist, sexist, transphobic garbage monster. Not even remotely going to address the story that came out, but he has made racist, sexist, transphobic comments and totally disrespect the deaf community. Better catch my mouth because..."
Man, wow, where the fuck are you pulling this out of? Is this the same place that the NSDAP found for like why Jews are absolute scumbags?
Yeah.
Besides the one time a radical that happened to be Jewish attacked Joseph Goebbels.
I have no clue where she pulled the story from. I tried to find it and it wasn't out there. So I don't know what was said, but she really hates Jeremy Renner.
He's conservative. I bet he's conservative.
But for no apparent reason. I don't know if something was said. She went on and attacked J.K. Rowling. Enough said. You guys already know what J.K. Rowling said. She went on and attacked her, told her she blocked her.
That sounds like Disney. You want to take that pole that's sitting next to you and just want to just put it in between you and her right now. All this shit is being the opposite of what Snow White is.
That's the irony. They cast a person who, in my mind,
a lot of fucking prejudices right there. Holy shit.
Look at now. I just want to read some of these for a second. One said, just a reminder that if you're racist, I hate you. Now, I understand the whole if you're racist thing, that isn't cool, but really, this is the kind of person you want to promote your Disney princess movie. I mean, she said, I will step on every homophobe, every single one.
Well, this is great because how many people are scared of gay people?
Then the rest are about Kyler Butler. I'm not going to get into that because that's a 50-50.
Oh my gosh, she did the fucking cardinal sin of all these, denying that racism exists is racist.
Yes.
Holy shit.
She said, kind reminder that this is a kind of person who aspired to be a cop, so let's abolish the police because, oh my God. Like,
hey, yo, man, I'm for that, but we're going to have a rise in vigilantism, which I am extremely for because I will definitely kill someone that I think is going against the law like the gunslingers did back in the day. What do? He looked at me funny. I can't hold up in court. Yeah, I can. I can make up a shit story. What they do? Oh, he raped someone and I killed him.
Geekocidal Tendency says, Zod is half Puerto Rican. My question, what the hell? If the answer is from the waist down, everything in the world all of a sudden makes sense to me. Yeah. And Rebecca made a good point. She could be jumping on the cancel culture wagon, which Joe Rogan addressed how a lot of actresses are doing, but these are posts before that. Like, she just strikes me as a mean, nasty bitch. I'm sorry I hate to say it like that, but that's what she strikes me as. Like, even her look in those photos, she looks like a mean bitch. Like, she looks.
Wait,
like
no, we were saying wrong. I said cunt, you said bitch. She's a Karen.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I got a movie to show everyone. I didn't put it on here because I was waiting for Squirrel because she brought us Peg. And
now we gotta wait.
There's a movie coming out called The Karen Movie. And I'm going to play a little bit of it to show you guys the new Karen movie coming out. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
We gotta wait for Squirrel, though, because
she shouldn't be Snow White at all. I don't care if Snow White is colored, but Attack Jeremy is an attack on the Attack the Avengers. I agree. And this is my thing. I've been fighting this for a while now, Rebecca.
I know he has some demons, Journey Runner, but everyone has their own demons. And if you can acknowledge your demons and try to, overcome them, and I say good on you. But if you try to hide them and bury them, like Disney tries to hide and bury their past with their founder, and you're terrible.
Rebecca then goes on to say, but because it's 2021 mad year, it's being exposed. Cancel culture is not anything new. Yes, but
it's over 100 years old.
But it's taking on a new thing where it's becoming more aggressive, more loud, and more importantly, it's seeping into things that I actually like. Snow White, I really don't give a shit about. But there's other medias that have been affected by this and putting in these things, and it doesn't sell. So for the life of me, I don't understand why the industry feels like they need to endorse this. I do have
one thing with like Snow White. They're remaking it again in a live action.
Yeah, it's like the fourth
because they had the Snow White's Huntsman, which is a retelling, so that one gets a pass. But they had like a mirror one that came out like a year or two after Snow White Huntsman, or in the same year, I don't remember. I was like, okay, that was a Snow White story. What the fuck? He's just out of this. Is this how dry you are for fucking ideas?
Jenny Godden, I wouldn't be surprised. I 100% agree with what he says. Zod, you should look into deaths caused by Disney. I've been calling them asses for the
murders it's supposed to be assets.
That I've seen from them for a long time. Yeah, I've been very adamant about this. And look, it's not to shit on anybody who, for some strange reason, might like these remakes. That's cool. I praised Cruella.
I'm getting so fucking pissed off with all these remakes and getting confused of what's like supposed to be a remake and what's supposed to be a continuation of something. I mistook the fucking Candyman thing for a fucking remake, and then Perp said, "Hey, no, it's supposed to continue off the story." I'm like, "Oh, okay, so it's like the Halloween." thing. I didn't say that part, but
I feel about that either, because I don't like the implications they have, because they went right to the police thing. I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, is it? I mean, psychopath killer in the fucking original movie, because it's a horror movie. I said Freddy Krueger, actually out of all of them, Freddy Krueger was burned because he was a bastard child. That's terrible.
I mean, but with the Candyman thing, it looked like the police beat him and stuff, and then he's taking revenge. But then it's weird because they also say he was delivering razor blades, but then they continued after his death. I don't know. I'm gonna give. I
don't know. I watched that fucking ad. It looked weird. One, it confused me, threw me the fuck off. Two, it didn't look that creepy. You know, some horror movies are good, and you can I can get a grasp of how scary this movie is. Didn't look fucking scary at all.
But Jordan Peele doesn't do that. He does psychological horror.
Well, the psychological horror is also suspense, which, and I say another director who's very good at that, and you might know him for making the Insidious movies and the first 2 Conjuring movies, is director James Wan. He is really good at making the suspense horror movie.
Oh,
he really is. And he also has a good fucking story.
Are you going to meet us at hashtag Fairfax 2022? Maybe. Who knows?
Hey, I'm probably going to it, but if you guys, you don't know what I look like, and I don't know if Zod could drive across Minnesota and get there. I'll probably be at the ERX in July. Let's see. I always forget the time because it's annual, so it's okay.
I mean, I'd have to get a sense, but I would love to go out and be able to do stuff like that. It's kind of crazy that YouTube.
It'll be the 9th through the 10th. You could randomly find me or not. I'll probably be there though.
I've never actually seen you, so the last thing I saw, you could have been Michael Myers with that mask.
It's me. It's me. This whole thing is a sham. I am actually the guy, and I'm Michael Myers for the Halloween movies.
Well, for Michael Myers, you sure do talk a lot.
No shit, I have to be quiet for the whole fucking role. What do you think? This is my outlet. But they actually show his face, which I hope they don't, because I saw that ad too. Because technically his face was shown on the first one, but it was all shadowy and stuff, and you couldn't really see it. And then he put his mask back on. I hope you don't it doesn't pan to the front of his face. It's only something the characters can see what he actually looks like. And otherwise, it'll probably ruin the magic. What did I say? Magic or the mystery behind Michael Myers. It's not like Freddy Krueger where you know what he's supposed to be, right?
Perp says use the hashtag PBO's perp when PB arrives. Lemon Pie, what's up? How are you? So today, my next article I'm going to get into, and this is quite unbelievable. You guys might have heard this talked about, or maybe not, but Disney is trying to own the world, and I've got proof of this because Disney is really trying to copyright.
This was funny as shit.
And Disney.
Hey, by the way, Disney, Norse Mythology Loki is not family friendly like Marvel Loki is.
They really want to take Husky. They really want to own everything, even mythology.
Money.
So, if you guys don't know the story, there was a guy who was selling some merch named Loki, and his merch had Loki. Now, I say low as in Lowkey. He had some green leathering with his shirt, and he had a classical picture of Loki, not the Marvel Universe picture of Loki, the actual god. And the merchandising store he was using made him pull it down because the copyright, a copyright owner claimed it. And he goes, well, who can claim a historical figure? So he looked into it and found out that the copyright owners was Disney Corporation. they had taken this man's merchandise, which had nothing to do with Marvel whatsoever. He's actually part of a group that are, I guess, Norse mythology enthusiasts. It is a group of people.
There's people that are enthusiasts about that.
Yeah, and they have started striking and trying to own Odin, Thor, Loki, Sif, Heimdall, and I forgot the other one that they wanted to own.
Are they trying to also get the what the fuck is it? I forgot to share this link at some of the Discord servers I sent. I was slapping it in.
Yeah, they hit some of the Discord servers too.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the link for this.
Oh no, but I mean, they did try to pull down some Discords and videos, as a matter of fact,
oh, fuck.
On this subject. And now, if you guys know, anything historical cannot be owned by any corporation because it's historical and it's protected under some kind of thing where no company can own an actual history character because it would just be a nightmare. So they're protected. And Disney is trying to claim that they want to copyright their variation, which the company says they can do, but they also were claiming they were striking down people who were copying them, but the images clearly were the mythological ones. So they want to own the property. So this is wild. And quite possibly one of the most hubris things I've seen Disney do yet. Just how much power does Disney have? Well, apparently the company has had power to trademark phrases and names and don't even truly belong to them. Disney has gotten away with trademarking phrases and names in the past, and now it seems like the company is attempting to trademark the name Loki.
I really hope, and this, I hope this company helps these people. I don't care what your thoughts are on this company, but Ubisoft made Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is a Vikings-themed one, and it has the Norse gods. So that means if Disney had that, that means Disney can start going after Ubisoft for using the gods.
They could go after.
They could go at anyone who's used these gods, and
that would be God of War, big time.
It would be God of War, and any show or movie about Vikings that was not made by Disney.
Yep, Vikings.
Obviously, they always mention. They'll always mention. Oh, fucking! How to Train Your Dragon. They've mentioned the name Thor and Odin several times in that.
Yeah. So, anyways, the article goes on to say, which actually originates from the Norse mythology, although that is the name of the anti-hero in the Marvel universe. While Loki may be widely known as the iconic Marvel character in the Thor or Avengers world, the name Loki originates from Norse mythology. However, it looks like Disney has been trying to claim the word as their own, as they've done with so many phrases in the past. Now, a seller has recently even had her product removed for selling a product with the word Loki on it.
Hey, here's the thing. Depending on where this case goes, if Disney loses it, we're going to have a shirt to say Loki horse fucker.
So it says, let's take a look at the details here that have folks mad. So there's Loki. He's like, ha, bitch, give me your money.
Is that show even good? I haven't even watched that Loki series because it doesn't look interesting.
So this is very interesting. This is very intriguing because this started from a tweet and it kind of got rolling. And I really hope Disney takes an L because they need to take an L on something so they scale back this bullshit. But anyways, where it all began, the story began.
Twitter. People complain about Nintendo's copyright issues. Look at Disney.
The story began when Twitter user
You also got a super chat. I forgot to say that.
Oh, thank you, Diamond Knight. Said Disney. Hold on. Says Disney gets away with a lot. I don't know why they think they own the names of gods whose stories have been known longer than anything Disney made. I know. That's amazing. Speaking of owned, the trademark and property of Pop Culture PB has arrived to the Fandom Zone. I own you now.
Interesting.
He owns you, but he doesn't own me.
And realized my melanin count was that high that you could own me.
So we're talking about a very interesting story of pop culture.
We are? Star Wars?
No, but same company. Disney thinks that they own the name Loki and Thor and all the fucking Norse gods.
Don't they?
No, you can't. You legally can't own.
You can't own a god?
No, you can't. It's
Did
like
anyone look at my Twitter feed of what I fucking posted?
And
no, you're a dog.
No, it's funny though.
Okay, so hold up. This is why they can't own it, PB, because Loki originates from Norse mythology. He's got established history that predates Disney's character, which as a historical figure, you cannot own a name of any historical figure. That means they can't ever own George Washington. They can't ever own Abraham Lincoln or none of that.
Don't sell them short.
I know. That's what scares me. So,
they'll come out and say, we own our owner.
But anyways, the story begins when Twitter user Basil shared on the social media site that they had their product removed for violating copyrights from Disney Enterprise Inc. The person had been selling a t-shirt that said low-key Loki. Loki, Loki. Not Loki, Loki, Loki. They didn't even have the fucking, just the title where it could be questionable. They had their own like channel name, and I looked it up. This channel does Norse Mythology. So, or Norse Mythology. So their name is Loki Loki.
Oh shit, I realized Stone Cold Loki could be in trouble too.
I know. I was going to message him earlier and be like, you better fucking copyright your name quick or you're gonna
doesn't DC also have a few Norse gods? I was just thinking that too.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
they're gonna start a fucking war like there was a lawsuit a few years ago and it was ended up winning. It was like HP, Dell, and for some reason Costco against Cisco and a few other companies. There was a bunch of companies on both sides, but those are the big names for being able to open up your like system, like a console or a computer. So then you can like get the dust out of it and stuff because you own it. And the court said you technically own it, so you can open them up and it won't void your warranty if you're cleaning dust out.
All right, I'm gonna keep on going.
That's to the scale this might get.
Yeah, this is a pretty long article. The person, however, it seemed like the reason for removal of the product was due to the apparent infraction of the word Loki in the product name.
Quick, put a Y at the end of Loki. They won't know the difference. They'll say, hey, and you're like, eh.
The item was originally a reference to a shirt from a 2019 comic where Loki wore a shirt that said low key. The artist had even altered the font to make it look different and added that the shirt was created for cosplay purposes. The artists speculate, but I guess with the success of the show, they're cracking down.
The show is being successful?
I'm going to appeal it when I'm more awake. If I change the name, maybe. Many people speculated, along with the artist, that the crackdown on the word Loki, which again is a word that originates from Norse mythology, is due to the recent success of the TV series on Disney Plus titled Loki. Of course, many folks were also mad.
They probably won't get the name Loki, but they'll probably get the word low key. Oh my god, because they'll probably do that. Holy shit, this company is evil. You guys gotta stop watching this shit.
They were always mad along with the artists, and ever since then, the post has garnered tons of attention from people trying to figure out if Disney really was the culprit in this situation or not. And then that's just the post. Since the post,
can we get a side-by-side pictures of these? I want to see the copyright infringement. I think that's what it is. I think it's the wording of the picture over the shirt over, the other stuff. Companies will get picky over that, unless it is defined as parody.
And then this person wrote, remember when Disney copyrighted Hakuna Matata, a common phrase in Swahili? Yes, I do.
Money. Seriously, it's a 6-second video I posted on the stupid Twitter. It's funny and it perfectly describes Disney.
All right. Since the post by the seller of the Loki shirts gained traction around the red.
Hold on. Perp says PB owes Perp. What do you owe him, PB? What you do?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
He told us to tell you that too once he finally came on.
So
how would he come on and tell you?
Probably reparations.
It was there. So this got rectified since the post. The seller of the Loki shirts gained traction around the red. Redbubble ended up reinstating the design and the item and added that it was actually their era for calling out the copyright and not Disney's. Good news for the original seller, as they can now sell the Loki shirts without a problem. Now, however, this isn't to say Disney hasn't had past for trying to trademark phrases. So, it goes through the other shit that they've trademarked. This is hilarious. It's like, yeah, bitch. But there's a bigger story to this because I couldn't find the other article, but there's another other article where the mythology community was getting mad because they also went after people who used Odin and other names. And once again, the tag copyright claim by.
Are we going to be claimed for talking about this?
But here's the interesting part. In every case, the copyright claim was then reinstated, and the company who claimed it came out and said, it wasn't Disney, it was us. Does anybody else find that fucking suspicious? Even this company.
They gotta protect their image. They gotta protect their fucking image. Be a man like Nintendo, Disney, and just copyright that shit and tell them, bye-bye. Oh, yeah, we copyrighted. Yeah, because we own that shit.
So
stop hiding.
So how many people think that Mickey went to someone with a gun? I was like, "Oh, bitch, you took this, not me."
7 people.
What the fuck? Did we summon the Candyman?
I know who this is, and PB does too. Zod might not.
Of course, I know who this is. This is the only purple man we have here on the channel.
Don't mind him.
Don't mind him.
But he's just staring at us maniacally. It's kind of
don't mind him. He'll unmute and say, "Don't mind me," and we'll just do the rest of the show. It's cool.
Exactly. Don't mind me.
Oh, there he is. We haven't seen him in how long? Kika Silence say, if I may. We are talking about intellectual property infringement, which includes copyright, any trademarks, industry designs, and patents. Yes.
Yeah, which is why I said, what does the shirt look like and what did the one from the comic look like? Because
they didn't look
similar. Could say that's a copyright infringement.
Yeah, there was nothing. That's why they reinstated it. And this is part of a bigger problem because I'm pretty sure Disney wants to fucking rule the world. Like, how you can't allow anybody to own historical and or things that have come before type figures.
Since when?
Since ever. Are you fucking serious?
Doesn't Disney also claim to own the Greek gods?
Disney isn't going to try and copyright anything that they think they can make $1 off of?
I mean, in that sense, no, I'm not delusional. They would probably copyright us if we made them money.
There's a difference between copyrighting
DC, save us before Disney claims us.
There's a difference between copyrighting something and trying to copyright something.
Squirrel, can you talk some sensibility into this? I thought I was the shill here, but this man is trying hard, and I don't blame him. Actually, PB, I partially endorse this. He's trying to get us that Disney sponsorship.
Hello,
I keep saying the word DC.
Hello,
when they're giving you
Don't
that
mind
check.
He
I
just
don't know why.
like
I
that.
don't know why he's a clown, but it's really upsetting.
I know.
What?
So Squirrel, if you missed it, Disney is trying to copyright Loki. And I've tried to explain, and it baffles my mind.
They will copyright that fucking word, don't you? Not his name, the low key word. They will definitely fucking do that since they lost this one. Just you watch.
I agree. They will try.
You know what? You know what? If that's the case, if they're allowed to do it, fuck it. Let them copyright George Washington. Let them fucking copyright.
No, I told you the word, not his name.
Just take history, Disney. You're not fucking rich enough. Just fuck it. Take all of human history. You know what? Walt? Or I'm sorry.
Oh, Nazi propaganda,
Bobby
Disney.
boy.
That'll be cool.
You know what, Bobby? You know what? Why the fuck don't you have a fucking Disney rocket going into outer space? Now I'm gonna rant. Why don't you motherfuckers got a fucking rocket? Because Benzo's beating you. Fucking Elon Musk is beating you. You gonna let him beat you, Disney? Don't you want to fucking conquer space? Just
No, because they're gonna buy one. No, they're gonna buy a rocket company. You idiot.
Hold on. He called him fucking Benzo.
Yeah, because he bends over.
Oh my.
Man.
Who's that?
Good night, Captain.
Whatever. The two rich
Don't mind me.
motherfuckers who are competing about who's going to go to the fucking moon first, okay? You know what I'm wondering? Disney goes big, right? So if these two are building a spaceship, Disney right now, you know why we haven't heard of a Disney space program? Because they're
building a Death Star.
They're building a fucking base on the moon right now.
Because they already supported the German one in the 1940s. Come on, man. We all know it.
Experience Disney on the moon. I swear to Christ, these motherfuckers.
That is too safe.
You're upsetting the unicorn. How dare you? The unicorn is very upset.
She knows how I get. She knows you chose this. You knew I was gonna rant.
Oh God.
He's right, unicorn. You got screwed when you decided to go in a relationship with him.
Also, me and Husky talked about this earlier, but I gotta let you guys in on something beautiful. So you guys, I didn't show you guys, but you guys want to see the next Disney princess? And this makes
Deadpool.
It makes me feel bad for.
Does the name does the name start with a Z and a D?
No.
Don't mind me.
God damn it!
You're so pretty.
Holy fuck.
Perp, I did miss you for about 5 seconds. I was like, God damn it! I miss Perp. I missed his witty humor, and then I got it, and I was like, fuck me. Okay, so this special person is our new Disney princess. Now, the first comment she says, I will co-sign, because I thought it was funny as fuck. She took it down anyways. And look, she uses the pronouns. I'm very proud of that. She is she, her, hers. Good
and I am bastard. Please use that as my pronouns or professional retard. Those are the only things you can call me. If you don't, I'll find you and I'll get you and I'll take all your money for Zach.
Oh my God, disclaimer. It's for the money part. I endorse that. Anyways.
Except for the money part. I'm on board for that.
Hi, Lemon Pie.
What's up, Lemon Pie?
So, our new Disney princess, pure as snow. Her first tweet says, "Yes, I am Snow White. No, I am not bleaching my skin for the role." That's actually kind of fucking funny. I thought that was hilarious. A lot of people made a big deal. I go, no, that's okay. That's a good zazz. Now, here's where she goes off the fucking rails. So she says, and I quote, "Can I be the new Hawkeye?" Actually, I think the new Hawkeye should be a trans woman of color to stick it to the racist, sexist, transphobic garbage monster. Not even remotely going to address the story that came out, but today he made racist, sexist, transphobic comments and totally disrespected the deaf community. Better catch my mouth, because she's running. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I disrespect the deaf community every day by talking like this.
No shit.
She went off on J.K. Rowling because, that's the thing to do.
I was going to leave that one alone, Husky, but you beat me to it. So.
She says denying that racism exists is racist.
Okay.
And okay.
Wait, repeat that again?
Repeat a minute. Can you repeat it one more time?
Denying racism exists is racist.
Good night, Jenny.
Sure.
And that's when Jenny was like, I gotta go to sleep.
She's like, I gotta go do some stuff. I'll be back later. Have a good night, Jenny. My God. So denying the existence denying that racism exists is racist.
Yes.
Wait, that's what most white supremacists do anyway, so, might be on something.
What do you mean racist? I just want only white people.
Well, like that country club in wherever, somewhere on you heard this one. It was the East Coast, and it was some Democrat representative or something. It's like, oh, it's always been white and it'll always stay that way. And we're like, all right, but if a Republican said that, it'd be bad. But it's coming from the source, straight from the Klan, so it's all right.
God, I don't.
That's something else, but I don't want to get into that. It's just the same. It's all stupid bullshit.
As she says, y'all who are being racist are the same people who think toilet paper is going to save you right now.
When did she post that?
I don't know, because she deleted them, and these were screenshots.
Some of them have the dates, so.
I'm curious because I like to know when they decided to dogpile, these types of comments in the middle of a pandemic. I'm just curious.
They don't have nothing to do. They didn't decide to masturbate, and they do. And if they're obviously over there, they refuse to go outside at all during it because they were living in fear. Fucking.
I think we should all get together.
Make pastime. Fucking.
We should all get together and make an Imagine video. That'll make everything better.
Imagine all the people.
Imagine if there were no celebrities.
I don't know why made me happier. I don't know if it's because of that fucking clown picture, but I feel safer. I feel very safer.
Why, Perp? Why do you have what is this? Super villain evil. Why?
That's my pronouns.
Oh my God.
We were talking about pronouns, so it's might as well.
Evil.
Oh no.
So, whilst I go and get some more coffee, what do you guys think about this? Go ahead, discuss.
I already did a pass.
There, I added a fourth one.
Bad.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that was
pronouns. I think that's fair.
Wow, that was.
If you don't use them, you're racist because he's a clown.
An evil supervillain clown. Bad. Evil.
Bad. Evil. I feel like.
Oh wow, he's letting you guys talk.
They get less important as super. Look at that. That's a big word. Villain, another big word. Evil. Well, okay. Bad. What?
This is for everyone who forgets he's super villain.
So, my last article about these guys before I inevitably
about the racism.
Oh no. Now we're
another Disney one, right? Or is a different one?
This is the last Disney one because I wanted to group them together because it's all one fucking rabbit hole of a topic. If everything couldn't get better, right? If I didn't have the best articles already, them wanting to trademark words that they can't trademark, hiring this wacky bitch to play Snow White, then, and this has all happened in the same fucking week.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did they already announce that this movie is coming out, or like this just happened by accident? Like, oh, this is the chick that's playing Snow White, or is it Snow White? Yeah.
No, all of this shit came out when they announced her casting.
Oh, what's her background, anyways?
All she did was that
7 DOIs. Oh wait, no, you're talking about other stuff.
I'm talking about like what's her race? Like, what was she? Like, she's
Spanish.
Hi, Tiffany.
Okay.
She's Spanish.
But the only movie she did was West Side Story, and I don't mean the original.
The remake of Steven Spielberg.
Another one. That's a big name, so you know what I'm saying. She got the Steven Spielberg, stamp of approval. That means something.
That movie was fucking terrible. Anyways,
did that movie already come out? And I don't know. Like, I have no clue.
No, not yet.
Okay, good.
I'm just calling it. Anyways,
I'll watch it just because I want to see what level it's at. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, is it going to be good? I don't know.
Now,
if it's like The Heights, I'd probably say negative. Sorry.
Wait a second. Didn't The Heights reach super heights in the box office?
Oh, it pissed a ton of people off. I was like, ooh.
I think that's what you should do. You should do a watch along, Zod. Do a watch along for it Into the Heights.
How is that movie? I'm not too interested in it because musicals.
I would rather stick a spoon in my eye and pull it out while live streaming than ever fucking watch that movie. I would rather take my balls, put them in the door, and slam them repeatedly. I would rather sit underneath the bottom of my
you don't like musicals.
Vehicle and have her back up slowly.
You don't like musicals.
Would you rather move on to the news?
What?
Would you rather move on to the news?
I know they had no confidence in that movie when they paid a bunch of celebrities to quote unquote watch it and say something about it for an ad.
They were like, yeah, it was a movie. Disney guest is forced to change inappropriate outfit, adds fuel to the free T-shirt theory.
Is it Mickey Mouse in the SS uniform?
I'm going to continue reading. In May, a woman made waves after revealing a Disney World hack that supposedly lands guests with a free T-shirt or a free shirt. Now, fellow TikToker Alyssa, keep in mind it is TikTok, whatever, is backing
TikTok's
up
awesome.
With a viral video of her own documenting her recent experience with the amusement park's controversial dress code.
Wait, it has a dress code? Oh yeah, of course.
Disney has a dress code.
Yeah, you have to wear their shit.
You have to dress. You have to wear their shit or dress like an Amish person.
The social hack stems from a video posted by Amanda last month, who claimed that she was given a voucher for a free Disney shirt after staff took issue with her outfit. She said, "If you are wearing a shirt that shows little underboob, they'll write you a ticket."
Oh man, this shit doesn't work for guys. Or do we just walk in with a Speedo?
So I'm going to show some underboob. I'm going to go to Disney, and I'm going to do a live stream where I'm just going to show some underboob and see how far I
just kick you out. You're a guy. Oh no, wait, you're a minority, so you can scream racism while they pull you out.
Did the shirt say "Make Disney Great Again"?
That'd be an awesome fucking T-shirt.
So you could get a free shirt at the nearest gift shop. She said she was able to pick which free shirt she wanted, and she added that the one she chose retailed for $75.
God damn, $75?
What kind of
man,
shirt?
see the
I'm doing
shirt.
something wrong.
Holy shit! Man. Where is that?
Yeah, at the. You know what? For $75, it better be Mickey Mouse in fucking gold.
It's not for you.
Diamonds.
It's not for you.
At
For
the time,
people that don't waste $150 on a video game.
I was about to just say.
hey, I got more use out of that. I'm still getting use.
Dude, you could have bought a fucking like Yeti microphone, which is a couple of dollars less than that.
This guy thinks he's going to get more use out of a video game than a t-shirt.
Good night, Rebecca.
Good night, Rebecca.
DJ H.
Good night,
Lemon Pie said, "What if his lemon is showing?"
Yeah. That's what I was saying. What if
Lemon
you walk in there
exposed.
with a Speedo? Do they give you just a full fucking outfit?
Because lemon
All
is
the girls should
showing
just walk in there. Hey, wait, what about they have in a water park side, right? So what if the girls are wearing bikinis over there? Do they have to wear a fucking... I don't know.
They just got to be covered the same way that the lemon has to be covered. You got to cover the nub.
Time of writing. The video has been viewed a whopping 28 million times, and several viewers have supported her claim, sharing their own encounters with the resort's dress code, sometimes resulting in a free T-shirt of their own. And
this is going to get so viral that they're going to have a "I fucked up the dress code" shirt, and that's the shirt you fucking get.
That would actually be funny. I would actually endorse that.
It took $10 to make for a child in China.
Alyssa, who documented her recent trip to Disney World on TikTok, in her video she writes, "It's true, guys," as she shares footage of her own encounter with Disney staff, getting escorted to a free shirt because mine isn't appropriate, she explains.
What I want to see these pictures of what they were wearing.
Is that it? Let's hope we don't get claimed.
Just
Turn that music
There we
on.
go.
That doesn't mean.
Oh,
I mean,
she's wearing a bikini top.
She's going to meet with Michael K.
What's the problem? Play it again.
Oh my god! So she's wearing a bikini top. So
There was a rewind button,
no,
you
fuck
dumbass.
you. Fuck you. I don't.
The replay button, guy. Hit the replay. There you go.
Yeah, so
They let that guy wear that shirt?
they let him wear those pants.
Fucking A, man.
I definitely saw some boobs.
Ridiculous.
Oh god.
In the clip, viewers see the outfit that she has been wearing, featuring a triangular cutout at her midriff, which was deemed inappropriate by staff. Additionally, she shows her new free shirt, a retro-themed yellow tee that reads...
That was like $10 to fucking make.
You don't think she should have known better? Like, you're going to Disney, not like...
Yeah, she did it intentionally. This one did.
Not to a strip club,
Yeah, she did it intentionally just to see what the codes were. But they were saying there were some minor infractions, like a little midriff it was showing or stuff like that. And Disney gave him a new fucking shirt. And I was thinking, does this work for guys? Because I'll go there with my fucking midriff showing.
They'll stop you at the entrance now, so they don't have to waste. They don't have to lose. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to get it, dude. They don't lose $60 on the shirt that cost them $10 to make. About 60.
She also added in the video's caption that she was at the Animal Kingdom all morning without any issues, but that she went to the Epcot and that and this happened. She said if Disney wants to endorse a dress code, then they need to just do that. But the inconsistency, NIPLS, I don't know what that means. According to Disney World website, the park reserves the right to deny admission or remove persons wearing attire that is not considered or that is considered inappropriate or attire that could detract from the experience of other guests. Specifically, they say that clothing which exposes excessive portions of the skin that may be viewed as inappropriate for a family environment. Now, here's the thing that gets me, because not that I'm going to play this whole card, but it's going to sound like I'm going to play this whole card. That sounds kind of sexist, because there were guys who weren't wearing shirts, or that guy who should have been wearing more to his fucking pants, he didn't get stopped.
Just walk in there. Every guy needs to walk in there with a Speedo that can only cover one nut. And then the girls just fucking just bikinis all the whole time, and then we'll just get free clothes from them.
It seems to me like it's mostly they stopped the females, because I don't hear the people that they all mentioned were females, but there's no males into this. So
because the females are influencers.
Hold on. They got a lot of complaints from the wives.
Like there's a bunch of thoughts walking.
Good night to Tiffany Daniels. She's heading out. Also, Rebecca's heading out for the night. Good night, Rebecca.
Good night, Rebecca. Good night, Tiffany. However, there is no mention of giving guests free shirts should they violate the dress code.
How about free? How about like, I don't know.
Wait a second. So she knew what was going to happen. She's like, how the hell do I get a free shirt?
The first one didn't.
How to get free shit?
Yep.
How can I get a free pass?
That was a great move on her part. Free T-shirt. All you have to do is wear something provocative. Everyone wins.
True.
Now, here's the thing that makes it interesting. So there's been a lot of different views on this, and some have pointed out misogyny because, like I said, none of the guys were getting picked out. And look, I'm not one to go down that whole rabbit hole because I think it's bullshit. It degenerates, but it is kind of fucking suspicious that the only cases that they have is all women. So I'm just a logical person, and by that logical...
When did that start?
Right.
Who knows?
And when were you Puerto Rican?
I've always been Puerto Rican, perp. I don't know. I just didn't wake up and become Puerto Rican.
Well, then how come you weren't identifying as Puerto Rican before?
Yeah, that's right.
Good question.
You have to put it in your bio, Zod.
Answer the
It's only
question,
true
sir.
if you put it in your bio on Twitter.
but then I gotta change my pronouns. All right. So many, however, sided with Disney's management, and it goes on to tell the different arguments, boring shit. But I pose this question to you: what do you guys think? Because look, I'm not the one to cry the sexist angle. I think that's a slippery slope. But it's kind of suspicious that it's all targeted towards women. Like,
it's all targeted towards women with fucking TikToks and Instagram accounts?
No, it was targeted towards women. Just the TikToker recorded it, but it's targeted towards...
Lemon Pie made a good comment. It's obviously it's a joke, but he said Disney said if she had been a little less hot, they would have let it slide.
He was hot. I didn't find her that attractive.
Maybe that old guy was just going based on his own judgment on that.
Oh, the old man. My God.
That's another whole topic right
Hey,
there.
Disney,
That's
make a partnership with Hanes. They sell like packages of white T-shirts, plain blank white T-shirts. They do black T-shirts and just wife beaters. All of them are plain, have nothing on it, and there's like a package of like 6 of them for like $10.
Kanye did something similar, but he put holes in his clothing and charged like outrageous amounts of money for it. So,
some money. You talking about money? Like a super chat?
Zod. You have a super chat.
I have a super chat.
So, a real one?
Thanks for being so husky.
It's from Johnny's girl, Deb.
Oh my fuck.
I had my second dose today. Sore.
Heroin does that to you.
I read that so wrong. I don't have my glasses. I read that so wrong. I was like, wait, what? Door.
Wait,
I hope you feel well, Johnny's girl, Deb.
No, I'm still curious. How did you read it?
I was like, not a dose. That threw me off. I was like, I thought it said door. I was like, my second door. I'm like, what?
Everybody needs a second door.
Why?
It's like, I'm on my second shot. This story.
Don't mind me.
I thought it was heroin, which I still do.
Disclaimer.
Husky.
Oh God.
Husky, we're gonna have to put you back at. Well, I can't put you in a kennel. You don't know what the fuck's going on with
There's no way to know for sure until she shows us her papers, please.
So you feel well, Deb. Though I hope everything, less sore in a few days.
Yes, me too, Deb. I hope everything is better. That sucks. That really does suck. Because that doesn't from what I hear. Because I refuse. I'm not going to go into that whole thing because I know it's like a split topic. But
I refuse.
Let's just say I refuse.
Oh shit!
Let me know when they make a suppository for this virus, man. I want to see how many people are lining up for that shit.
No. The only reason is because I've seen enough zombie movies. Y'all think you're getting cured. Then we're going to be in a fucking 28 days later situation. And I'm going to be fucked because I chose not to.
Or what if instead of regular zombies, they're like cybernetic zombies where it's like you get turned into a cybernetic zombie.
Oh, so, God, hurt.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking sleep later tonight. Now, this
like your heart would just explode and it'll become like this core and stuff, and then like that just you turn into a robot.
And then there'll be more than just Cybernetic Husky on the panel who's cybernetic.
Yeah, they're gonna kill me because I'm the oldest. And they don't want my tyrannical rule, which I will definitely instill because I'm the oldest.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, Hen.
Hi, Hen. Welcome, everybody, to Late Night Talks. We're all sane folks that occasionally talk about topics. So.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody steal my idea. Cybernetic zombies. That's a dope-ass movie.
If somebody steals it, will you fucking go after them?
Yeah.
You need to pull it. You gotta pull it Disney. We have this as a clip now. So you can pull this and be like, I said this shit on stream.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Better get fucking royalty checks.
Cybernetic zombies coming to the Sci-Fi Channel very soon.
With sharks included, cyber sharks.
Oh,
by the way, also for reference, that is perp minded down in the corner, you bastards. Because I know you'll say, "Oh no, it didn't show his face or name or anything." I know how your fucking lawyers work.
We're beating the system. Hello, Generation Productions.
Oh God. Oh, I love doing this show. So. Speaking of weird shit and pieces of shit, let's talk about Seth Rogen, the biggest piece of shit ever. So
he makes good movies.
That's debatable nowadays. That last movie he was in was fucking terrible. Although,
hey guys, it's me, Seth Rogen.
Super chat from Rob Rules.
Hey,
hi Rob.
Here
$1.99.
Buy a candy bar.
You can't buy a candy bar with $1.99. Them shit's expensive now.
Hey, Perk, we're not living in them Jersey prices. Over here, now, buying a candy bar.
Go to the dollar store.
Jersey, they give you like an 80% tax. I mean, I can't talk shit because New York's only like 75% tax, so.
So it's almost $3 for a soda. Like,
it really is.
Like.
Dude, it really is. Like when I came down here and I saw that movies were only $10, where they used to be like 20 at night over where we used to live, I was like, "What the fuck? It's a whole new world."
Oh,
What?
Rod says you can buy a candy bar for $1.25.
You gotta know where to go. You can buy like there are candy bars out there that are like fucking 99 cents still. You just gotta know where to look.
They're little ass candy bars. They're nothing.
No, that's a regular size candy bar.
They'd be tipping you off now.
He said, buy half a candy bar of a hobo.
Lemon pie.
You trust that candy bar from a hobo?
Oh,
yeah.
Planet Kids Queen says $1.49 in California, no tax on candy bars. See, that's the real life. Hi, Carmen.
Carmen, I'm still glad that you're here. Anyways, I wanted to bring up Seth Rogen. Remember the last person we talked about who endorsed cancel culture? I believe it was that piece of fucking human pile of shit.
Seth Rogen.
That motherfucker who could be strung along as a fucking communist. That motherfucking son of a fucking whore. Jimmy Kimmel. That piece of shit.
Beep.
That was terrible. Where were you for that?
Oh, no.
So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I fucking hate Jimmy Kimmel with a fiery passion.
Yo, man, we're talking about Seth Rogen.
But
we're talking about Seth Rogen. All
right. How this relates to Seth Rogen is that Jimmy Kimmel endorsed cancel culture. What happened to him? They fucking went after him for shit he did on the Man Show. Well, now, folks, the guy who should never even go near cancel culture has something to say about it, and it's not what you think. Seth Rogen endorses cancel culture, and when I read this, I thought he was, because, he's the guy who talks shit and says controversial stuff. So I go, oh, Seth Rogen's going to be in our corner, right? He's going to say something.
I find it funny. That a movement that radicalizes people and rallies them to attack their fellow friend, neighbor, whatever, and tear them down and get them fired from their work, business, whatever they're doing, and destroy their life is endorsed by a Jew.
What the fuck?
Cyber. That's actually, no. Cyber, that's a fucking excellent observation. I didn't even think of that angle. Holy fuck. That just puts multiple layers on this. So Seth Rogen has made another stunningly on point. They're saying this man's on his game. On point observation.
Mama Kevin, Seth Rogen. All right. I've changed his voice several times because I can't really hear what I sound like.
So let's see what Seth has to say about cancel culture, right? Is he going to go against it? Spoiler alert, he's not going to. Seth Rogen is no stranger to shaking things up on the big and small screens while engaging in a manner of joyous outrageousness, often of the profane variety. He's shown himself to be extremely on point when it comes to what is and what isn't an actual controversy.
Really?
Rogen also previously went on record to say that comedians who complain about cancel culture should maybe back up and concede that their jokes have aged.
Wait. Let me do it. Let me do his quotes. Aged terribly.
And in a new interview, which features Rogen, touches upon the subject of cancel culture again with another astute observation. Of course, it's astute because it's going with what people are saying, right? Right, Seth? Right? What about you know what, Seth? I'm so fucking mad. You know what, Seth? What about those fucking old jokes you said? You literally made a movie of endorsing fucking weed. It's not legal everywhere, Seth. What about that? What about the dick and fart jokes you've told? What about the movies that have made you famous? The movies you've directed that have made you famous and all of your little fucking cronies? Those don't count. No, we're not going to put those in the umbrella of jokes that haven't aged well.
I also didn't his one movie, wasn't it called? Oh yeah, it was called The Interview. Was taken down by cancel culture of the North Koreans.
Question: is PB awake?
Answer.
I mean, one time we thought he was asleep
PB.
and he was just away from his computer.
PB. He's not
PB.
muted.
Oh,
Did you fall down or something?
no.
No, I got to him. I'm Seth Rogen. All
right. Carmen is looking for you in chat, and so is Hen.
Oh. No,
Yeah,
I wasn't looking at the chat. My mistake. Ladies.
So while speaking with funny person,
Hello.
Quinta, I have no clue who the fuck that is. I'm not going to say that. The pair's discretion largely related to the subject of writing books. Note here are the many reasons why Rogen's yearbook is a must-read installment from him. He limits how she still wants to enjoy some books that are considered controversial, like The Catcher in the Rye, which is not, fuck you, it's not controversial. You're all a bunch of fucking Wookiee. I'm sorry.
Wookiees?
I was going to say. I'm so mad. I just said
he's not even to the second book. But neither of these books are controversial. How are those books controversial? How is Holes
controversial to the people who can read?
Oh, it's controversial because the big dumb guy gets fucking thrown in jail.
Holes is pretty controversial.
Which brings Shia LaBeouf to mind for Rogen. That leads to Pineapple Express. Yes.
Yes, I always love that movie.
I will always love that movie. Star down this path. It's funny. I think it shows that people don't find art to be a useful thing. If something
wait, is this him talking? I need to talk if he's talking.
If something is considered useful, no one questions for 1 second whether or not the person who made it was a fucking piece of shit. Henry Ford was a Nazi, and no one said we shouldn't use the assembly lines anymore.
What you're saying, that point is meaning you shouldn't support cancel culture because of this shit, but you're endorsing it. By the way, he wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't a part of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. He endorsed it.
This is
he did not. He was friends with everyone, but he wasn't a member of the party.
He made his money.
He did.
He
was an anti-Semite. Maybe that's what he should have said.
This is more than a fair point. It's no fair that it isn't.
It's so.
That it isn't even funny, which makes it even funnier. And there's no comeback possible for this point because it's quite true. Perhaps this point seems eerily true for the useful allowance made for auto tycoons, and that it might be entirely coincidental, and this is not comparable to Nazism or anything.
You're right. It's comparable to communism, which does the same shit that they did because they're all rooted in Karl Marx's The Communist Manifesto.
Only the notion of cancellation. There are certain Tesla CEOs who trolled the internet saying not so nice things about trans preferred pronouns and has been accused of
shit. He's going to cancel us now because we're doing pronoun shit.
And that the CEO even dubbed Space Karen, which says a lot. Yet he does not appear to fear being canceled, although Anonymous apparently
because they keep trying to fucking take him down. They keep trying to take him down with cancel culture, and he just ignores it. Oh, look at them dumbasses. And he moves on with his day because he's busy doing shit with rockets.
So, so Seth has very insightful points. I mean, I was moved by that. mean, I'm glad that this great man who's done so many great and inspiring works that are in no way offensive, you know, he appreciates and values women in all of his movies. He doesn't say any curse words or endorse any drugs or, you know,
Who are we
makes
talking about?
Seth Rogen and how great he is. He's never done any of these things. Like, he should be.
Okay. Good night to Johnny's girl, Deb. She's heading out tonight. She says she has to get some sleep.
Oh, good night, Johnny Girls, Deb. Oh. But yes. So the hypocrisy is real. Like, something happened to Seth Rogen. I don't know what it is.
He was molested by James Franco.
I mean,
with consent.
I mean, we all know about Franco, so that might not be.
We all know who's the one that was. We all know who sold all of his movies and who was the funnier one. It was Franco.
Oh, and also too, I didn't even pull up this article, but there was another article talking about how Seth Rogen has distanced himself from Franco now. He disavows all of his actions and just blasts him in this interview.
Probably because he's done the same shit and he's trying to cover his ass.
You know,
he was so fucking close to Franco. Do you not think for 1 minute that he didn't do any of the shit Franco did?
Like, literally, James Franco is in every one of his movies.
Yes. He stars in majority of his movies and is a key writer in a lot of them too.
Lemon Pie says, I never understood how Seth Rogen ever had much popularity.
James Franco Lemon Pie.
And then Carmen Aguilar says, what the fuck, Husky? Really? Yeah. Meaning talking about, like, you know, James Franco being, your comment about James Franco and Seth Rogen, you know, who was a better actor, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it baffles my mind. Look, if you want to come out and do the whole apology walk, then fine, whatever. I understand you have to work, okay? And the climate that Hollywood is in is fucked. So you got to toe that line to get
He's
jobs.
just got to suck a lot of dick.
But here's the problem I have. These guys being so hypocritical about this. Like, you did nothing. You know, they just come out and they start saying this shit. Like they're in a position to say anything. Now, look at what Todd Phillips did, for example. He did The Hangover, right? He never came out and apologized for that movie. And when he was asked about it, like they wanted an apology, he was just like, I can't do comedy anymore because people are sensitive bitches about it. That's basically the gist of his interview.
What about the Jackass movies? Did they try fucking chant on those?
I mean, you can't do any of those now. You can't do stuff like Jackass. I was watching Dave Chappelle the other day. You think Dave Chappelle could do any of those skits now? Holy fuck. He would have been canceled like he used to.
Chris Rock has some raunchy shit too.
I mean, even Kenan and Peele, they had shit in their skits. I mean, you know, that's the nature of comedy. And it really upsets me, these comedians coming out and apologizing for jokes. Comedy is inherently...
No, these aren't comedians, and we're not calling them comedians anymore. They're failed entertainers. The comedians are the ones who have stood up against cancel culture. You know who they are. You've had Chappelle. You've had Kevin Hart. They've both stood up, and Kevin Hart's been attacked by it. He is against that shit.
Yeah,
they tried to ruin that man's career.
And he
based on something stupid years ago, and he even said that was years ago. And he's not sorry for it because he's a different person now. You know, fucking whatever. Oh, and I believe Fluffy, he didn't say much against it, but remember when they tried to cancel Speedy Gonzalez? He was the one that had to protect Speedy Gonzalez. One, because he voices Speedy Gonzalez now, and two, he loves Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah,
he's Mexican. They're both Mexican. It's like, come on, what the fuck.
Shalena says, "Can we put Seth Rogen, James Franco, and Zack Snyder all on a rocket and send them to Saturn?"
Yep. Public service, really.
I mean, while we're there, can we just take every one of these obnoxious people and put them there? I mean,
they were all on an island at one point, but it's all right.
But yeah, I find it sad. I find it crazy, and I think it's useless. And you know what else is sad? The last great comedy show is dying off, and now you guys are going to have to come here for late night entertainment. Not a shameless plug, because Conan O'Brien.
Oh God, boo! Get that shit out of our face.
So Conan O'Brien says goodbye to late night. This is truly a sad day because Conan O'Brien.
What the fuck is this shit?
Fucking ads.
Find a new article. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ. Conan O'Brien says goodbye to late night.
Zod, I just realized why DC wants you. Okay, so DC, if people don't know, DC and Conan were pretty good buddies. And he even was cameos in the Lego games and a few actually regular DC kind of cartoon movies. I believe he has a partnership with DC, and now he's going away from late night. Guess who is actually fucking replacing? Oh fuck, man! Maybe Zod is going to be his replacement. Holy shit! Well, I just realized this now. Holy crap!
Well, I can't confirm or deny what Husky is saying is true. I'm not paid for and brought by DC. This is no way any kind of connection to me. Anyways, although nearly 30 years after, or 30 years and a lot of hilarious, bizarre moments, Conan O'Brien said goodbye to late night on Thursday night. I can't wait to see who replaces him. It should be riveting. Conan O'Brien.
Be the guy above me.
Well, Conan O'Brien's long-running TBS show concluded on Thursday night, bringing to an end a late-night TV era, which will need to be replaced by some kind of late-night show. And O'Brien's late-night career came to a close with the man who helped start it all, Homer Simpson. The final Conan opened with an animated Conan O'Brien doing an exit interview with Homer. O'Brien was former writer on The Simpsons and helped write some of the show's most popular episodes, such as Marge versus the Monorail.
I think you skipped a line.
Oh, yeah. Homer, you work in HR, the animated O'Brien asked.
I say zoom in a bit because it's really fucking hard to read right here. And I don't know how the chat's suffering. All right, that's way better.
Well, over the years, I've had hundreds of jobs, Homer responded. At one point, I was even a monorail conductor. What a stupid idea that was. The exit interview between the two ended with O'Brien telling Homer that he meant the world to him. That
is emotional.
You mean the world to me, Conrad, Homer responded. O'Brien's run in the late night has been prolific. As an unknown comedy writer, O'Brien was tasked with replacing David Letterman on NBC's Late Night in the early 90s. I remember that. After a somewhat bumpy start, he captured the love and loyal audience while making a unique name for himself thanks to a mix of solid interviewing and silly humor. After Late Night, O'Brien had a brief and tumultuous stint as the host of the Tonight Show before being replaced by the host who took over for Jay Leno. Then he ended up on TBS, where he branched out away from the desk to do travel specials in countries such as Cuba and Armenia. Ha! Nailed it. Suck it, words. As much as Thursday is an end, it's also the beginning for O'Brien. He will host a new weekly variety series for HBO Max, Warner Media streaming service. Like CNN, TBS, and HBO Max are units of Warner Media.
See, I told you he was good buddies with them over there at Warner.
Homer wasn't the only special guest O'Brien had for his last show, however. Will Ferrell, who was also a guest on O'Brien's other final shows, zoomed in to say goodbye to his friend. If you don't mind, can I pre-tape a few goodbyes? And you can use them when your next several shows flame out. Ferrell said to That's actually kind of funny. The comedian proceeded to do a series of taped goodbyes for O'Brien's future shows, including his late night show on Al Jazeera's network.
Al Jazeera.
Yeah, Al Jazeera. I could never say that name. Delta in-flight talk show. O'Brien's final show concluded many clips of his years as a host of Conan, as well as joking around with his longtime sidekick, Andy Richter. It is our final show on TBS, O'Brien said during his opening monologues. Wait, what? Richter interjected. There was also an interview with his last guest, Jack Black. Black and O'Brien told a story that the show planned to do a big musical number for Conan's goodbye, in which Black would pretend to get injured. However, Black actually got hurt when he sprained his ankle.
Yeah.
It felt fitting for our show, O'Brien said with a laugh. When all of these legends go off the air, everything is meticulous.
Yes, you did it right. Congratulations.
Oh my God, I'm just nailing words tonight. Of course, we would think of a bit with Jack pretends to get hurt, and when shooting it, Jack gets hurt. To end the show, O'Brien sat on a stool and talked and thanked the people at TBS, his family, his staff, and his friends before saying goodbye.
It said fans.
Oh, I've devoted all of my adult life to pursuing this strange phantom intersect between smart and stupid, O'Brien said. There's a lot of people who believe the two cannot coexist. But, God, I will tell you, it is something I believe religiously. I think when smart and stupid come together, I think it is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Well, Conan, I hope one day I can have you as a special guest on this show.
Oh, gosh. I mean, if that happens, that's another Hallmark moment. So, Husky, I know that was did we lose a purple man?
Yeah, I think he either went out on his own or he lost connection. I don't know.
Classic perp.
Squirrel is AFK right now. PB, are you up?
So, right. Husky, how fitting. So, Husky, what did you think about that? That was definitely emotional.
That was really emotional. And if you find him funny or not, that was really, really good. That was a nice closing to his chapter in his book.
Yeah, I've always liked Conan O'Brien because here in the fandom zone, we've always treaded the line of smart and stupid. If PB was here, he had a good joke for that about his host. But I think that he was a great late night host. I liked Jay Leno. I liked David Letterman. Some of his stuff. It was really a hit or miss.
I liked Letterman more than Leno, but the best one was always Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson by far was like my favorite.
But I think Conan was right. He hit this balance of really ridiculous mixed with he's really smart. Like his interviews were very sharp. It's something that you don't really see often, especially on these late night shows. One case, my fucking favorite, Jimmy Kimmel, is drab on his interviews. Like, I think his guests actually make it really, they're more interactive than he is. Like, he'll deliver a joke here and there, but it always comes off as flat and kind of generic. But Conan
always got the feeling from Kimmel that he was using it more to network than he was to interview. So like the whole time he's like, he'll kiss their ass and then say, remember that time we went to the Hamptons together? And then for 20 minutes, it's anecdotes about his time, spending time with them or how he met them. Or it's different. It's a different style of ass kissing. I don't know if that's the new form of entertainment, but I don't get it.
and it sucks. It explains why his ratings are so low. And then you look at Conan, he literally had his show pulled. They canceled him, and TBS picked him up, and the like fan outcrying. Like there were tons of people who kept on like sending in letters and all sorts of shit. I don't know if people remember that. It was wild to where TBS was like, hey, we could get a couple of years out of this, and they did. So, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, Conan's he's very, like I agree with Lemon Pie, Conan's a very talented writer and a funny guy. That's very true.
And his stuff here more funny than his actual delivery when he does it himself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's really interesting. I really like Conan. This is not a paid sponsorship from the Warner Media Bros to endorse the new HBO Max show that's going to be starring Conan O'Brien that everybody should watch on HBO Max. Put in your promo code Zod for a free month of.
Oh, but I need to know, is Zod replacing him? Is that going to be the new show that takes his time slot?
He's going to be on the show the whole time, like just plugging shit the whole way through. You know, this coffee is great, but you know who's even better? And then like 20 minutes of plugging DC or God knows what.
I think that it's such you had a late night show that way instead of being on the internet was we wouldn't be able to interact with chat or our fan while the show was going.
Yeah, PR would
unless we found some weird like text that can go on a little monitor that we can look at.
Right.
Yeah.
Planet Q's Queen said Johnny will walk on Kimmel's show and put chapstick on and give him a big kiss on the lips every time he goes on there. It's like, you know, because your lips must be chapped from fucking ass kissing. You're welcome. Public service.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, the styles that the two shows have is so vastly different, and I think that's what always drew me. And I got into a lot of different debates about it because there are some people who like he's just an idiot. I don't get it, but to me, he always appeared to have fun, and it's the sincerity that's missing from late night. Like when you look at Johnny Carson and all the greats, they always like seem to enjoy what they do. It didn't seem like a job. They just loved being there, telling their jokes, riffing with the celebs. They looked at them as people, so the celebrities felt comfortable. And that's the sense I got in Conan's show. When you look at his interviews, that, you know, people feel a little bit looser. They don't feel like they're doing a PR campaign. It's a different kind of a feel.
I would say, because Hen just said, I'm going to annoy everyone and say that the best talk shows come from the UK. The only one from the UK talk show wise that I really like is Graham Norton. I don't care for a lot of the others.
Craig Ferguson, he came from Scotland, came to America, and himself as a true American. So do I.
Yeah,
he's the funniest one.
I can never say his name. Arsenio Hall. There we go.
Arsenio?
Yeah. He was also another one who was his delivery was kind of like that. He was very energetic with his presentation. He had that energy. I always gravitated. That's why I could never get into Letterman, because his delivery was so monotone. like
dry humor-ish almost.
Yeah. He was like that dry humor, and there was some funny stuff in it, and you could tell he liked what he did. He made people feel comfortable in his own way, but I just didn't like the delivery of the jokes, and it took
I really loved when he would like ask specific celebrities he'd have on, like high profile people, like Paris Hilton's interview he did with her, when he said, "So how was jail?" It was so funny, and so it was uncomfortable, right? But he was putting her on the spot, because here's the thing: when you are a public figure and you publicly make commentary, and he wouldn't let it go. So that means when you come to the show, he's not going to play the PR game for very long. You know he's going to call you out. So it brings me a little bit of joy.
Yeah, and like these new shows don't do that. It's like they got a script and they're told what they can and cannot get into with all of the stars. And it makes for an inauthentic interview, because they're not, they don't have the balls to bring up things that have happened, because they're all like, trying to clamor to whatever network that they're trying to, get in with, Disney or whoever the movie is, the production of, or whatever the case may be. They're trying their ass and they're promoting it. It's all become like the rest of entertainment that we see, where
I would love to be one of those interviewers, like where, they do the huge, like for films, they'll like drag everybody, all these different, I guess, publications, newspapers, media, people, entertainment reporters, and they have these huge things where you interview all the people from these different films, like kind of like, I forgot what they call it. You're doing your pundit thing where, you're rotating out with different celebrities from different films. And it's like really a pain in the ass for the celebrities. It gets really draining and shit though, but you get to interview different people for films that they're promoting, whether that's through specific studios or whatever function. I would love to be a part of that crowd. I would love to do that job as much as, because then in my opinion, I think you would have to take some liberties of reporting and interviewing, and you would have to find your edge and not just you play the rules to a point, but they're meant to be bent. That's the point of becoming any kind of journalist or reporter, right? And you're going to have your PR bullshit. You're going to piss people off, but God, that'd be fun. At least for like, I don't know, give me a year at least doing that job. Just a year. PR is not the hard
to
part.
See you interview someone and be like, cut the shit.
Well, if they said some crazy fucking shit that was like, I don't know, pick something off the wall, I'd be like, okay, well then let's dive into it, shall we? Like let's dig a little deeper. Tell me about your childhood, Jimmy, or whatever the fuck their name is. Because I don't think that they do that. They follow the quota so they can keep their job or keep their quote, press credentials. They play a game in order to be in that role. But they often forget that these, no matter how much of an asshole one celebrity is, that isn't necessarily reflective on all celebrities. You can find people who love what they do versus people who just their modeling career took off and suddenly they're an actor. Yeah, there's
like
an art to it. There's good people. You get your crazy fuckers too that are like hypochondriacs and nutcases and shit. But that's life in general. I think it would just be interesting to see that. I've seen pieces of that world and it's entertaining. So I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do that job, even if I could just get paid for like a year, that'd be cool.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping one day late night talks will make such a splash that celebrities will come on here, because I would just love to get us in there with these guys to just be like, so let's talk about that tweet you sent out.
Here's one thing with the stupid cancel culture. Remember when celebrities could create or a character, and that thing you saw on the cameras and stuff all the time, because that's what they were seen as if they were cameras. I think one of the best examples of that would be like Alice Cooper is the first one that comes to mind. But sometimes it'd be, oh, I'm this crazy person. People think, oh, they're this bad in real life. They're maybe the complete opposite of that, but it's only when they act like that.
That's it. Die for JD said press junket. Image. Thank you, Die.
Yeah.
So it's a press junket, and that's what they do when they do like the Avengers tours and things like that. So yeah, it'd be very interesting. And way back when I thought the media was wholesome, and I was a young naive dictator, I was like, I'd love to get in there, and then I got an internship.
Tanner, you still think this whole time? Because no, wait, you don't control it, so that sucks.
Yeah,
Good night, Carmen.
She's good night, Carmen.
Night, Carmen. Thanks for coming to my show here.
Hey, Husky, your mic's cutting in and out a little bit.
That's because I'm doing that now because I'm fucking leaning back and forth in my chair because I'm bored.
Okay. Anyway.
So don't worry, Husky. We're getting close to the end. There is some exciting news that I want to talk about because this is going to be my personal bias. So bias alert.
Bias odd.
Bias odd alert. I love The Boys, and they announced that the dude from Supernatural was going to be in it, who plays Dean. Forget his name off the top of my head, but I really like him. He's going to play.
Or are you getting to that one after this one?
Yeah, he's going to play. He's going to play a pivotal character who's like a Captain America knockoff. And the irony is, he was originally cast to be Captain America for Marvel, but Chris Evans beat him. So, a little ironic twist there. And so another person was cast for...
Yeah, I know you can't excuse Queen. You usually come to my streams. Sorry, I did chat. It'd be nice.
So, the new casting for The Boys confirmed that Patrick Flanery is going to be in it. If you guys don't know, he did a wonderful movie that I endorse and I love to death, The Boondock Saints. He also did the most terrible season of Dexter, and for that I apologize to him. He's going to be cast in The Boys season 3 along with a Jensen Ackles. There we go. And I saw the girl. I recognize her. I forgot what her name is, but yeah, she's supposed to be in it too. But Amazon has reported that the popular series The Boys is adding 3 new faces to its casting for the upcoming 3rd season. Sean Patrick Flanery, Nick Wechsler, Miles Gaston.
PB, you up? PB, you up? I heard him like coughing or something. Up.
And Jensen Ackles who was cast earlier to play Soldier Boy. This is certainly exciting for fans who have been amped for the upcoming season. Myself, who is the person who's being cast this. I'm not going to say his last name. Forget that. I'm not butchering that. Who is best known for his role in Law & Order True Crime, The Mendez Murders, will play Supersonic. If you guys don't know, that's a knockoff version of The Flash. Though there is no official word on the character, some fans speculated he could be a potential ex-boyfriend of Aaron Morty's Starlight, and not much has been confirmed about the character's abilities, but I already know because I read the comics. He's a knockoff of The Flash. Known for his role in Chicago PD and Revenge, is set to play Blue Hawk. Not much is confirmed about that. That's just a knockoff of Falcon. Lastly, Flanery will play Gunpowder, which sounds like it may be focused on weapons and firearms. I forgot what he's a knockoff, but I want to say like Deathstroke.
Sounds like it, or character.
It's been a while since I've read that arc. However, the 3 characters are originals, meaning they don't have basis in the original comic book series. That's not true because Supersonic was in the comics.
Zod just said they were in the comics.
Yeah, Collider doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. It is. It is also possible that the 3 characters could be part of Soldier Boy's old superhero team, but more details are still large.
Hell. I hate his name, Soldier Boy, because I got that song Soldier Boy now in my head from Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
God
so
damn it.
It's interesting casting. I'm super excited about it. Yeah. Zod brings happiness to PV, he says. I love that name. Flash is the knockoff. I agree. So a lot of the characters that are based in the world of the boys is a kind of direct mockery of DC and Marvel. That's the whole point of the comic, was like their darker versions of the character, or what they would be like if they were in our world, kind of a thing. That's
or the completely unhinged psychopaths.
Yeah. Now, if
you up, or are you dying?
I'm dying. It's okay.
It's sad.
Now, here's the interesting thing. If you guys don't know, season 3, I don't know if Amazon's going to allow them to do it. It's based on the title of this arc is called Herogasm. And
it's awesome.
And in this arc, the heroes go to an island, which is referenced as Epstein Island. I think they're going to change that for the show.
I think they will.
And on Epstein Island, they have sex with each other. They have sex with guys, with animals in one panel. It's debauchery in the island. So
I probably won't get too graphic. They'll probably allude to it, though.
It won't be as kinky as Zod's OnlyFans no pay up.
Ridiculous.
As I've been lacking this stream.
Now, here's the interesting part, though. According to the director, and I like him from Supernatural, Aaron Kripke, he said he got the green light to translate as much of the story as he wanted to, and that Amazon's not going to interfere in it.
All right, so it's Herogasm on Epstein's Island.
Hi, Nico Blue.
Hi, Nico Blue. So I think that I can't wait for the 3rd season, because I want to see how far he goes, because apparently in the 2nd season he had Carl Urban's dog, his bulldog. Now, if you don't know the story of the
intro
bulldog,
will be Thrones intro now, because it's all orgasms, just like that.
So in the comic book, the dog is very promiscuous with people's legs, and he cut it out of the show. And I kind of understand why, because there's crude humor and then there's like over the top. So he did make that edit. Like the whole joke with the dog was it just humped everyone. And I'm not gonna.
Also, it just does like what some dogs do. It just hump like a fucking rat dog does and humps it. Or is it a dog?
But
a dog, or is it a rat?
But it went. I'm just gonna say it went to completion. This is the comic, The Boys. So
Zod, answer the question: was it a dog or was it a fucking?
Was it a dog or a what? You cut out on that.
A rat.
No, it's a bulldog.
Oh, so it's still short. Small dogs like humping shit.
Yeah. So Butcher has his dog, and it's the only thing he loves in this comic book. Like, he will sacrifice everything but this dog. There's even a story arc where someone kidnaps the dog, and he goes crazy and kills a bunch of heroes to get his dog back. Kind of actually sounds like another movie I know. But anyways, he cut that whole thing out because he was like, it didn't make sense. So I'm curious as to how much of this story he's going to put into the series, because this story is a very large story, but a lot of graphic things happen in this arc of the comic. And I don't foresee them putting in half of the stuff that's in the comic book in this. So it'll be very interesting to see. Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Gary North.
Hey, Gary North. Yeah, I'm not covering the Britney Spears thing. I feel like I will.
Oh,
do a whole.
If we do ever get into that, which I hope is soon, because I want to see what the judge says. Right, that's kind of where. But holy shit.
I feel like because I know a lot of people requested it, and I will do it, but I feel like it deserves its own stream, and there's less humor in it. That's a really serious topic.
Oh God, it's bad.
I think it's terrible. I've always been on Britney's side. I think that she was fucked over by the people who are supposed to be her parents and supposed to guide her in the right direction. I think that her dad in particular is a horrible human being. And
oh God, it just
Yeah,
my God. I just talked to a couple people this evening about this because I just read, more about what the dad was requiring of her, about the IUD, forcing that on her for birth control and just like getting really in depth into her life. And I'm like, so for all those years, your ass stood by, let her make money, okay, implode, and then you step in after the money's made to take over.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's all very suspicious, and I really want to take a stream and just discuss the whole thing, because I think that's a stream within itself that we could go into for hours about just chronicling the beginning till then, because I solely blame them. I think he knew what would happen if you give someone that age that much money, who came from that kind of lifestyle she came before she got broke into the music industry. For the most part, she was pretty wholesome when she got there, and like the entertainment business does, it screwed her up. And now people want to step in, now that she's a full-grown woman, made her mistakes, had kids, and they want to tell her how to live her life. I think it's wrong. I think it's horrendous. And I think these people should be locked away. That's my honest hot take.
I think her mental state, there's a lot of contributing factors to, having a mental breakdown, having all of these things happen, whether somebody has a mental illness or not, you should not be treating them in a certain manner of dehumanizing behavior, or like, you know what I mean? Because it just contributes to the problem. My question is that, there's ways of managing mental illness. People live every day with different forms of mental illness because they have it under control. So the question then becomes, he overstepped a boundary and then ran with it because he he had the power to do so. But that's so evasive and frightening. I mean, she's in her 40s, her early 40s, and they're treating her like she's 15 years old still.
And here's the thing that baffles me, and this is my hot take. There's one person I can contribute to all of this who has ruined not just Britney Spears, but several other celebrities. And that is fucking Paris Hilton. Fuck you, Paris Hilton. Fuck you. That bitch has been responsible for the downfall of so many people, and yet somehow, I don't know how, but somehow she always skates off scot-free.
My apologies. Britney is 39, soon to be 40.
Well, that makes a difference, right? It's so bad. Everything's so bad about it.
But yeah, I'm gonna dive into that. I definitely want to talk about it, but I want to give it its kind of own show, because that's a really serious topic. And when we talk about it, it would go more into mental health things and a lot of issues that I think are for like a serious kind of forum to sit down and chronicle, because I also think her mental breakdown was contributed to K-Dog. Fuck you, Kevin Federline, you fucking human piece of shit. That guy, don't even get me started on. I hated that guy since I saw his stupid fucking face. And this comes to a thing where you kind of can't pick who you fall for. But I just want to say, JT, if you hadn't hurt Brittany, my man, I'm just saying, that was the best couple. I still love you, JT, but, JT.
I don't know.
I don't mean to take control of your stream. It is starting to become more of a topic, which you're saying you're going for another serious stream. Still suggest you do, because I don't think that seriousness would have a place in the can of zone.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to talk about it. And I had a lot of people, it was crazy, because I did have people DMing me going, hey, are you got to cover this? And I was like, yeah, I think I want to, but I want to kind of give it its own separate thing, because it's really intriguing. I am a fan of Britney Spears. There, I said it. I don't care.
Oh, his dad loves Britney.
Yeah, clip it in
That's the real girl he loves. Not Brie Larson, is Britney Spears.
I followed Britney Spears from Hit Me Baby One More Time, every single album. When she came out with that Slave, I was like, this is why I mean, The saddest thing for me too was she was making a comeback, and then the media just berating her. And once again, that's to the media, and they're degrading bullshit. You know, there's a lot of things that contribute to all of this, because the media hit her hard, and they never let her forget about it ever.
Well, they went after her for the mental illness, or the when she had the breakdown, the meltdown. They really, really came down on her hard and really just ostracized her. And now it's like, yeah, people are apologizing. There was recently like somebody from one of the major newspapers apologized for having attacked Britney Spears during that time because mental illness. Because do I think that they really mean it? Only now because they can be canceled for it, right? So that was mental illness has a stigma to it, the way that the media has always treated it. It's either the woman is a nut or a slut. So they went after her both ways. And like the fact that she went through all of this difficulty in her life and behind the closed doors, oh my God, I don't even want to imagine what that was like. She had a lot of opportunists within her family and also within her relationships. And she wasn't making good judgment calls because she was already crashing. You know what I mean? Like she was at this high, but emotionally and mentally she was unstable, and it just crashed.
So she was manipulated by her family, right?
I'm sorry?
She was manipulated by her family. Yes. Yeah, that does not help. If you mental health issues are not heavily manipulated, that you will fucking break and go. It destroys you.
Bianca Zombie says, "Aloha, dudes."
Hey, Bianca.
Yeah, it's just sad, but it's a sad topic, and I know it's a heavy topic, but it definitely is something that should be discussed. I mean, it's sad because she is a public figure. She's been out of the public life for quite a while, but like, she hasn't done a whole lot of work, and when she started trying to get back into work, it was almost like she was being held back. And I questioned what that was about.
2 great songs, because I had them both downloaded. And I was like, oh, Britney's coming back. I'll get that fucking thing. I don't care. I will support her until the day I die. But anyways, it was like, oh, Britney's coming back. And then you didn't hear anything. Remember, she released those 2 like iTunes kind of songs. And then it was like, when's the album coming? And then no word. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I got so many thoughts on it. Like, I definitely, it was one I was thinking a lot about, and I thought, do I want to do a video on it? Do I want to do a live stream?
It could make its own 2 to 4 hour stream, definitely.
Oh yeah, because I've got some things to say about those. I've got some things to say about those people, because I've been mad since I found out. And then with the things of her being like locked up like a fucking prisoner, like confirmed, like how is this even legal would be my question. Like who has anyone, like when you have these situations, right? From how I understand it, there's supposed to be wellness checks and people will come over and check this shit. Who's checking this? And if it's locked down to this extent, which has been proven, why isn't anybody doing anything about it? I mean, even if they do something about it now, it's been years. That could mess her.
Yeah. And then 2, like one thing, it goes back to like, her now having to go public in a sense by going and fighting this in court, to get back her freedom, which means disclosure of how she, the requirements and restrictions that she's having issue with, because her dad is her basically like her conservator, and handling on the money, handling what she's doing like with her own health. My question is, what doctors is she seeing? What psychologists is she currently seeing? Does she have a choice in that process? I doubt that very strongly. That's scary. So these are California laws, right?
Of course.
So I don't know. Oh God, I'm like afraid to even like, that's something I'd have to go and look at. I know there's not a lot of power when you have somebody has power of attorney like that. It's like, it covers a bracket. Does she have much say in her children's own lives? Does she have abilities, to parent her children freely? I don't know.
Fucking K-Dog didn't get... Jesus Christ. That's even another issue I don't even want to broach. That fucking clown who basically just coasted off of, being with her. That one in itself was just terrible. I mean, God. But anyways, I want to end on a happy note here. So I'm going to go to my last article. This was supposed to be for the other fan of this on the panel, PB. If you say his name 5 times, he will appear.
PB. Come on, wake up. Come on, wake up.
PB.
What?
Hey.
Oh, I thought that was PB. I was like, a weird response.
And the chat says both Planet Q's queen and Hen said that she has no, power, meaning she has everything's chosen for her, everything. So, okay, that answers that question then.
That is deranged, but
PB awake?
Yep.
Great.
So, we have a story to which is going to bring joy and happiness to all of the nerds out there who love Smallville. My homeboys are coming back. I'm so excited.
Good night, Generation Productions.
Good night, GP. It's been announced. The 2 shining beacons fight me for this. The 2 shining beacons in this whole Superman franchise. Tom Welling, arguably the best Clark Kent ever, and Michael Rosenbaum are returning to do an animated version of Smallville to finish off because that crappy final, goddamn, I like to think that doesn't exist. Some parts of it were good, but
it was fine.
They didn't let him fly. It was CGI. I will never understand that choice. But anyways, Smallville, the animated series, is coming out, and it's going to have a cameo with Michael Rosenbaum, who's going to reprise his role as Lex, and Tom Welling.
Excellent. One of the best live-action Lexes.
I knew I loved you for a reason, Husky. And Tom Welling is going to voice now Superman. So,
coming your way. Michael Rosenbaum and I are actually working.
Wait, I don't think I shared the audio, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did?
It was working. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. This is what happens when I do stuff right. Okay.
Classic Zod.
Okay, so here we go. Go ahead, Welling. Give us the spectacular.
Coming your way. Michael Rosenbaum and I are actually working on an animated series to bring those characters back to life and use as many of the original cast members as possible. Don't tell anybody, though. It's a secret. We're still working on it. And
I love this little bit.
I love Tom Welling. The guy is so... Tom Welling is such a nice guy, and I hate the fact that after Smallville, he was afraid. He stepped away from Smallville, ironically, because he was afraid of the Superman curse, right? Always being casted and seen as that. And by stepping away from it, that's exactly what happened to him. And he broke that when he was on Lucifer. He played Kane and did a fucking excellent job. I could have never seen him as a bad guy, but he knocked that role out of the park. And now I had a feeling this was coming because I am subscribed to Michael Rosenbaum's YouTube channel, which I watch. And he had mentioned in an interview that him and Welling were working on a secret project together. And people were like, well, is it Smallville related? And he kept on going, like saying, I don't know, maybe he wasn't like really.
Yeah, because if you're not say shit,
yep,
you can't say it. Just like even Rigger had to keep lying about the Nobi series.
Good morning, Christine.
Good morning, Christine.
Everyone, it's 9 a.m. in Norway.
So it it was actually very exciting news. I'm super excited. I have every season of Smallville. I have the CD. Sometimes I sing to myself. Somebody save me. That's by Remy Zero, by the way. My favorite theme song.
Were they gonna put it on HBO Max so we could just all rewatch it?
Yeah. I own all of the seasons, so I own them on DVD and electronic media. I need help, but anyways,
DC she'll need help with all of his DC stuff he has. Somebody help him, like you, DC, send him that money.
I mean, not saying I'm the biggest DC fan ever.
No, stop it right now.
Starting a war, all right.
Like he did it earlier, and I was like, get that in there. There you go.
Starting the DC. Starting this, who's a bigger DC? Or I love it. Awesome. I'm gonna keep doing that shit. That's fun. I know both of you are both bigger DC fans than who was that guy I made fun of a week ago? Who's that little bitch? Forget his name. He wears the Oilers.
I forgot.
Kevin Smith.
There we go.
There's a weird background noise. We were talking. Planet Q's Queen brought this up, but it sounds like a warped background noise. Like, you know what I mean? Like a distant TV set or something. People in chat were just asking if someone was echoing, and we think it might be PB.
Yes.
Probably
PB.
is. Heard that with PBs before. Zod clicked on him. He can do that.
Hold on. Let me see.
Is he awake or not?
Let's see. Hold on. And PV, so what do you got coming up on your channel?
Who knows?
I'd be confused.
Want to be on top of stuff or something?
PV, did you hear they're bringing Smallville back in animated form with Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling voicing their characters?
I mean, I'm skeptical.
I'm not. I'm 100% on board. I'm blindly voting
You're
for this.
fucking retarded, guy. Can't just be on board because they're saying shit.
I am 100% on board. I'm going to pull out my old Smallville mix, and I'm going to be listening to it to the wee hours when I fall asleep. Somebody say...
Oh, God.
I was wondering what the hell they were talking about.
Let your warm hand race right through me. Just say.
Holy fucking shit. You need to stop. Like, you don't understand what a beat is unless you're eating it. And the tone, holy fuck, are you deaf?
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you were still awake.
Planet Q's Queen says that was classic.
Thank you. I remember that was the show where I first heard a band that I would later fall in love with, and I met, and they're the coolest guys ever, and that was Lighthouse. They came and played at the USO where I was stationed, and they not only played, but then they shook the hand of all the soldiers, and they gave us autographs. They were the nicest band I have ever met. That guy is fucking awesome, and anybody who doesn't like Lighthouse, I will bite you.
That escalated very quickly to rabies level anger. I'm just going to bite you right in the face. Keely Chow. Oh, Nico said Zod is the next American Idol. LOL.
Thank you.
And then Keely Chow says there needs to be a Buffy animated series.
Keely, I'm the foremost Buffy expert here on the panel, and I'm here to tell you there was a Buffy animated series. And unfortunately, Fox doesn't know how to fucking make shows. What can I say? Because they didn't even make it past the pilot. It was later leaked. Everybody loved it. But for some reason, Fox was like, oh, iconic Buffy with the original actresses and voiced by Sarah. Why would we want to do that? Fuck money. We want to be brought out by Disney. I don't know. Maybe they foresaw they were going to be brought out by Disney. Who knows? But Fox didn't like to make money, so that never happened. But it was...
Yeah, man, they gave the person who made the Bob show, which is now a second show, they have a third show on TV. The show only fucking exists and survived because it was in between The Simpsons and Family.
Yeah, Bob's Burger. I never
It's
thought
not
that was
man.
And the funny part is the guy who voices Bob does Archer, and I think Archer is hilarious.
Funny. He's funny. That's a good show.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah. So that's the history on Buffy. Buffy was supposed to have an animated series, and it was going to be voice acted by the original cast. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar. They were having an issue obtaining her because at that point she was kind of done with the franchise, but they were going to have all of the originals back, and they actually had the pilot done, and it's been leaked out in certain places. And from what I heard, it's really good, and they just never picked it up. They had a whole episode of it, and it had the same tone and everything else, and it never got picked up. It's one of those weird things that's now in fucking limbo. So
what do you think, PB?
Oh.
And on that note, I'm going to get going before our co-host falls into an eternal slumber. The Zod's OnlyFans. Do you have anything to plug?
Well, hopefully the OnlyFans, if he actually has it. Do you have it, Zod?
That's a thing.
What
does that mean? I hear that all the time.
Oh, he doesn't know what
He
doesn't know what OnlyFans.
Are you serious? You don't know what OnlyFans? Oh my god!
I come from Krypton. What is your earthly?
What? I'm not.
Nobody ever pays attention to anything, and nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. What?
This is so perfect. He doesn't know what the fuck it is. Tell him, or just tell him.
Let him Google it.
Don't do Google. Don't DuckDuckGo. You don't want that shit. That's Google fucking.
He's like, can I get an OnlyFans page?
Let me see.
Ask Google if you should get an OnlyFans, because it's going to tell you, yeah, make that money, girl.
He's like, I have a place for my cooking show.
I think you found out what it was.
What is this?
What the fuck?
What are people doing on the internet? I'm on the internet with these people.
You can make a lot of money, Hence, you can make a lot of money from OnlyFans. Yeah, especially if you're going to do a cooking show. You're talking about being like half naked, doing it, just wearing your apron. You could totally do that there.
I think
it's like and Geekocidal, hi Geekocidal.
Geekocidal Theory has an OnlyFans now for some reason.
Geekocidal says OnlyFans is like the new Twitch. Yeah, it's just like you have to pay.
It's just porn. No, it's not. You can actually look at porn OnlyFans when you.
What's the difference with Twitch again?
Twitch is they don't like seeing the nipple.
As long as you have body paint on, it's fine.
As long as there's body paint on it, it's close to porn, but it's not. But OnlyFans is porn when Pornhub is.
Oh god!
If you did do it, OnlyFans, you'd have to do it as a fucking comedic thing, and it's seriously stupid shit. Like you post a picture of your door or something. That's all you should do. There's not of making $1 entry fucking lab. Just picture him just like on when he walks and shit.
It brings me such joy to know that Lee had not a clue what OnlyFans was. That brings me a lot of joy.
That was great. I feel better that you found it this way than the way you found hentai.
I mean, I could never unsee that. Why did I do I feel security right now.
Let me know, Shalana, when you're going to do that. She's thinking about streaming.
Someone go, because I lost my train of thought. Who's next?
I was going to plug my stuff. I was still going on my Twitch shit. Doing Mass Effect. Maybe I'll stream today, and I want to stream another day and do more side. I just love playing the game. I don't know.
I can't unsee that.
We don't know what the fuck he saw on his end.
Well, he's no. Are you an only fan now?
They had nothing. Squirrel.
Yeah.
No body paint there. Oh yeah.
It's definitely a best moments in the game.
God.
Holy shit! I gotta make sure the stream is somewhere.
That's Husky's link to his Twitch there.
I will never have an OnlyFans. Don't look. Don't God. Nothing. It wasn't Pornhub. It was.
There's a comedian that has one for comedic. I forget which one was it. They don't do anything like people do. Is fucking sure. It's solely just being a fucking dickhead and making fun of all.
I did not venture any further.
It's good.
You don't want
It's good. You don't want him.
Yeah. A good Google will help, though, and now you have clarification of your OnlyFans potential channel. I like this.
Just a bunch of whores.
Husky's got that milkshake. Icon. Oh, God, I'm tired. Oh, my God.
I put this as a picture.
No.
Oh, no, yeah, you could do a hot tub. That's for Twitch.
Hot
That's
tub.
for Twitch streams. You got to be in a hot tub while doing your mobile games. It's perfect.
You could recreate. There was this old SNL sketch with Eddie Murphy as James Brown getting into a hot tub, and you could recreate that in Zod form. I'll find it. Oh, man. There it is.
Feel like every time I think I can't see anything else that can just the internet never lets me down. I always find some dark corner that I was just never meant to find. And I can't unsee that shit.
By the way, which search engine did you use?
What?
Which did you use when you looked?
I apparently got just sent to the link, and there was stuff that was a promo, I guess.
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about, guy. You just saying random words.
Did you use Google or something else?
It doesn't fucking matter. What are we talking about?
It's OnlyFans.
It's not even a real thing for him, first of all.
It should be as a joke.
Oh, God. Good times.
So,
great times.
Mad Squirrel, she, her, mistress of nuts. Pronouns. Do you have anything you'd like to plug? I don't even want to use dirty words.
Right now, no, not for myself. Shalena's going to be streaming this weekend, possibly a couple other people like Rebecca. I know other people are streaming this weekend, but I'm not, obviously. I'm just lingering. I linger. I'll be, after party, right? I think PB's doing his after party tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
I am not getting into the hot tub with God.
What?
No. Hen was asking that question. No.
No, I think this will just be me getting in a hot tub in my full outfit. I will be in Christian clothing.
Christian clothing. Are you going to be Amish? Wearing full black. You're just like,
I feel like I want to watch an Amish fucking television program now.
KH says Zada's going to make an OnlyFans PB, and he wants you to be his co-host there too.
Of course it does.
So my future co-host for my OnlyFans page, Mr. Pop Culture PB. What do you got coming up?
Zada tagged you and stuff.
God damn it. That was the strangest response ever. I didn't know that Husky was named PB. That's new information. Anyway, doing a stream tomorrow before the show because you're starting the show at midnight, yes?
Yep.
So I'm supposed to start mine at the regular time and lead it into that, yes?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Good, which means no one's gonna fucking show up and I'm just going to be sitting there talking to myself. But it's fine. I can handle that.
Actually,
I have random people on the panel talking about my OnlyFans page.
It'll be an emoji in a hot tub.
Yay.
Telling you, you need to check out that Eddie Murphy SNL skit. That's going to be you, Zod.
Let's see. I got to go to the actual YouTube to click the link because it doesn't do the hyperlinks in the StreamYard chat unless you put it in the private.
I put it in private too.
Oh, well, damn. Okay.
Holy fuck.
Yep, here it is. Delay. So let's check this out.
You have to mute it because otherwise I don't know if they'll copyright it. It's SNL crap. But just a future reference, you can recreate that, put it on OnlyFans, and you'll be good to go.
Okay, because I'll just keep it muted. We'll see what happens because, I don't know how the system works anymore. None of us does. Let's see.
Dude.
So this is my promo.
Oh, no, you kept it.
So they're playing music and stuff. He has a song too, which is funny. Thank you, H1.
Yeah, I can see myself doing that.
I'm a villain!
He's wearing purple too.
I mean, yeah, I could totally see myself.
I like how the whirlpool is a legit whirl.
Yeah. This whole skit was so ridiculous.
All right, you might want to before you get claimed by NBC.
Yeah,
they'll go after you.
We probably already got claimed. Did it more than seconds.
It's worth listening or watching because it's funny and so stupid at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, I can actually see myself doing that. So there you go.
You see yourself a lot. You must have a mirror in every room.
I mean,
maybe.
Seriously, check your Twitter. I tagged you in something.
After you leading me down that rabbit hole, I don't trust you anymore, Husky.
It's fine. This one's just making fun of you.
No, the trust is gone. It's broken.
You had trust. That's the funny part. Is trusted me.
So tomorrow, I haven't got the link yet, so mystery. I'll probably plug it at the last second. But I'm going on Zachary Leary's podcast, and we're going to be talking about The Chef.
Whoa. His name is Zachary Leary.
Yes.
When you called me on the phone, you said his name was like the actor Zachary Levi. You fuckpie.
No. Are you sure you weren't cutting out?
I am 100% certain that you came through clear as day. And then I made another reference as to, his name's just like the actor? And you went, I don't think they're related, though. And I went, oh, okay.
Oh.
They don't even have the same fucking name.
Well, words. Anyways.
Let me know when you're done with this promo so I can yell at you a little more before you end the stream.
Okay. So I'm going to be on there. We're going to be talking about the movie on Netflix called The Chef, which I never knew about. And I'm going to watch it and take notes. But it has Jon Favreau, Dustin Hoffman, Scarlett Johansson. It has Robert Downey Jr. It's supposed to be a great movie.
It's an MCU movie?
No. That's the weird part. It is not. I think it was made in that same time period, though, because it has all the actors who were the MCU in the film, minus Dustin Hoffman. But it looks like a pretty good movie, and so I'm going to watch it and be on a panel. And
hello, Zach Leary.
Hey, speaking of,
he popped in, and Islay McMillan. Hello.
Yes.
You motherfuckers out here talking about me again? Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna actually be talking about that movie, so I'm super excited. And
exactly. Careful, he said the word Loki, and now Disney's going after.
So yes, careful, Zach. They are claiming any time you say Loki, Disney is going to claim it. So they might in the chat. We talked about that earlier. So I've got to give a warning to Stone Loki because pretty much his whole promo is directly MCU. And he's going to go out and be like, Disney claimed all 200 of my videos.
Zach Leary says, funny timing. You guys liked it? I did. Talk about Loki.
Yes.
I don't watch it.
So, we're going to talk about that. So definitely go check that out because I'm so excited about this. I'm actually taking notes and everything. I'm going to get in my professional review mode. Hopefully I can keep my critique down to a half hour.
How many notes that Pete has on Justice League?
I was actually consulting PB. He's like the note guy. I was like, how do you
I told Pete to put that all in one video because we threw it with that stream. Do a part 2 to that. That was fucking awesome. Where he was going off on that movie.
PB, we didn't get through even half your notes, did we?
No, you fuckhead.
It was only like, I think we only got into 2 out of 4 hours.
Oh my god!
On a 4-hour stream,
we didn't even make it to 3, which PB said that's the best part.
Which part?
Was it like something that you wrote the notes on?
I don't remember what I wrote in those fucking notes. It was so goddamn long ago. At least it feels like so goddamn long ago. That's what happens when you're just trying to get away from trash. Hashtag, hold on. Hashtag, stop the Asian hate.
As a public service message, that was kind.
I'm trying to be a better person.
Oh God!
And on that note, I think we're just gonna end the show. That's beautiful.
No, motherfucker, Mike, you had a fancy ass thumbnail that Mad Squirrel sent to you in an email. Not to mention, it was in the group chat because I asked you why the fuck you weren't using it, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, it's been updated. This son of a bitch updated the thumbnail, except you fucking didn't update the thumbnail. Squirrel updated the thumbnail. Get off your fucking ass and click some buttons.
To be fair, I only had the thumbnails for the show earlier, and I can't take anything off of Twitter and use it because the quality is shitty. So,
I took shit from Twitter. Just open the image in a new tab and drag it down. It's the same. Look at some of my old videos on my videos. Those are TV. So they look, everybody. They look pretty fine, don't they? They look.
I know you had the picture. I know you could have added it. I know you could have downloaded the picture on YouTube Studio and added it. You gonna tell me the resolution is low there?
I wasn't at my computer at the time. I was at work.
No. You're not getting out that easily.
I like how he came out of a coma and he's like, wait a minute.
You don't need your computer to change the thumbnail. What a
Yes,
crock
but
of
I
shit.
can't do it on my phone because, as you know, from when I call you, I can only call you on my work phone because the fucking internet doesn't work. And PB, you know how Twitter works? I gotta get on the fucking internet. So I could not download it and then put it in the fucking thing because I was at work.
Dude, it's a picture. You make it sound like it's an entire movie, and you're like, well, fuck, to download a picture with my slow internet, that could take upwards of 30 seconds with my slow internet. It'll never fucking download. Yes, it will. It's just going to take like a little bit of time. You can, as it's downloading, secure the area.
Oh, God. And on that note,
God damn it.
And on that note, everybody have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night.